Marley here, and I wanted to record a little preamble that I'm going to stick on the front of each of these videos regarding the different classes in Dark Souls. So feel free to scrub forward, a couple seconds if you've heard this before. In these videos, I am essentially restarting the game over and over again, each time with a different class, so that you can see for yourself what each class has up their sleeve from the beginning. Not just their stats, but also starting gear, what do their animations look like, what does the weapon do, and just the general feel of the class. I'll be making little observations, perhaps throwing in bits of advice, throwing out ideas of how you could build on a class. But the most important thing that I want to get through to anyone within the sound of my voice is when you play a Souls game, please choose what would be most fun for you. Do not let any fandom gatekeepers or well-intentioned advice steer you away from what you think would feel good. What would be the most fun for you. That is the most important thing at the end of the day, is that you pick something that you're going to enjoy trying. So without that out of the way, let us begin. And here we are at my favorite, the Pyromancer. Swamp Pyromancer casts fire spells and wields a hand axe, starting at soul level 1. Got the most room for growing. Your vit is average, your endurance is fine, it's also a bit average, but it's cool. Your attunement is going to allow you to have, I believe, 2 slots to begin, 2 slots to start, which is great. Your dex is a bit low, but easily pumped. You're inset 10 if you were just to decide that you wanted to rock pyromancies and sorceries, but your faith's only 8, so it makes it a little trickier to combine those two. Yeah, your strength is average. It's good. So you can pretty much go wherever you want with the Pyromancer. Like I said, gives you the most room to grow. It just facilitates the easiest, oh wait, I started pumping this, but I changed my mind, and that's okay. Because in Dark Souls 1, there's no respec. There's no way to respec. In the later games, there are ways to respec your character if you decide, this isn't working for me, or hey, I got this cool weapon and I'd like to tweak some of my levels so that I can wield it sooner. You can totally do that. Siegfried and the LP, obviously, is Pyromancer. So if you watch the LP, you're pretty familiar with the Pyromancer. But in case you're here just to check out, the different classes, we're gonna rock forward with the Pyromancer. Pyromancer has some of my favorite starting gear next to the just starting look. I don't know if I want to say starting gear, but starting look. Much like the Wanderer, you're a drifter. You very much look like a drifter. The everything is tattered. You've got this interesting under wrapping under your hood. I'm gonna go right in here. Tattered cloth robe. Their attire provides substantial defense against those things out in nature, like poison and fire and such. Lightning defense is a little low, but physical defense is only 21. But I mean, it's a quote-unquote tattered robe. That's still pretty good. No poise, pretty good bleed resistance, and really good poison resistance, and actually a bit of curse resistance. Just a smidgen, just a dash, but it's there. And the weight is very low, only 2.7, with incredibly high durability. You start with a pretty fast roll, not the super fast roll, but it's a good one. Yeah, I've just always really appreciated the beads and all the little pouches they've got on themselves. So, as the Pyromancer, you get the super awful, crappy, cracked round shield, a whole 65 damage reduction, 30 stability, 10 against fire, Yeah, 55 against magic, 45 against lightning. Could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah, we get a crap shield. This is not a good starting shield. Hand axe. Hand axe is nice though. Nice starting weapon. Scales C with, you know, strength. It's not the greatest, but it's alright. It's got good maneuvers. And it's got that cool backstab animation. Because it's an axe. Yeah. I'm super biased, guys. I like Pyromancers best. We've already got Scroll of Fireball, much like the Sorcerer already had Soul Arrow, but we do not have the ability to start wielding it yet. So let's just start swinging. R1, R1, R2. See, this is what I like. The battle axe only gives you chop chop. You get a backswing with the hand axe. R1, R1, R2. Yeah. R2, R2. Okay, but the R2 is a chop chop. Interesting. R1, R1, R2. Got a little stumble there because not connecting with anything. R2, R2. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I have a feeling the animation's going to be about the same for two-handing. R1, R1, R2. Yep. R1, R1, R2. Yeah. Yep. And chop. Oop, I didn't let that... Oop. Gotta let the endurance come back. R2, R2. Yep. And you're not going to get a roll off of that, unfortunately. How about the R1, R1? Okay. Nope. Our endurance is too low. Okay. How about when not two-handing? R1, R1, R2. Nope. Endurance is too low.
No, that's too low.
So you probably only want to do that and then do two and then roll. Oh, you could get two rolls though. Wait. R1, R1, roll. Okay, that's interesting. So if you just go for two swings, which you have to if you want a pip to roll, you will still have enough of a pip to do a second roll. Interesting. I think that's the first time we've seen that in these starting classes. Alright, let's get going. There it is. Pyromancy Flame. So it's interesting that you actually have to like equip this. Oh, you came at me fast. Jeez, why you gotta be that way? Alright. R2 doesn't take you out by itself, unfortunately. We're gonna save these the rest of these fireballs for
the boss, because we'll show you the Pyromancer's,
okay, apparently Asylum Demon knows we're here and is unhappy, displeased. We're gonna just put that on our back because it is not necessary. It is useless. Hi! Hey, decent. Okay. Gonna just look at that melt. Alright, I'll throw the hand axe at him. Oh, I rolled into that. There we go. Gotta make sure it's safe. Yep. Okay, that was a weird one, but I could sense that I was safe. Okay, I just did an R2 swing. The R2 swing's alright. The R2 swing's alright, but we're just gonna... There we go. Immediate unlock. So... I would say the Pyromancer with their fireball... definitely melts the Asylum Demon, one of the fastest. Definitely one of the fastest melts you can do. Just whip out fireballs and just start sling them. Do them as fast and as safe as you can. Yeah. Two-hand to this Pyromancy Flame. You can go real hard, real intense with the Pyromancies. Pyromancy can be great for PvP. Even if you're like, because they don't require, Pyromancy doesn't require you to have any particular stat boosted. The only thing you need are, you know, attunement slots to have, you know, more things equipped. Yeah, you don't need int, you don't need faith. It's just an inherent power that basically anybody can do. It's because it comes from within yourself. Alright, it's that time. Cleric. Cleric on pilgrimage wields a mace and casts healing miracles. Indeed. Much like the sorcerer, this class seems pretty straightforward as far as what it's good at, but, you know. Starts at soul level 2, so actually, much like the Pyromancer, gives you a lot of space to build on. I have a feeling that also has to do with the fact that there are some miracles that require crazy high faith, so you definitely need room to pump those levels. Start with 14 faith, which is interesting. You don't start, like, you start with 15 int as sorcerer, start with less faith, but very low intelligence, much like the sorcerer does not have faith. Low dex, so you're gonna need to pump that a little bit for casting time, but you probably don't want to go too intense into it. Your strength is okay, your endurance isn't great, your attunement is not terribly high. You're gonna want to boost that if you really want to go all in on the miracles, and want to start slinging, you know, miracles that are not just healing. You know, if you want to get them lightning bolts in your hands, you're gonna need to pump that faith. And you're gonna need some attunement slots to tack them on. Vitality's, you know, average. It's whatever. So, we start with a shield. Again, we get a different kind of shield, and we've got a mace. So, you know, let's jump in. You know, I've never done a faith run in this game. All right, got a pretty good roll right off the bat. East-west shield. Let's put that on. East-west shield. All right. 88 physical damage reduction, so not 100. 40 magic, 30 fire, not super. 65 lightning, 44 stability. I like how beat up it is, much like the heater shield. And we've got our holy robe on. A robe adorned by men of the cloth, though plain to the eye, its hardy fabric repels rain and keeps the body warm. Those dissatisfied with church teachings must test their faith by going on a spiritual journey. Such is the ritual self-purification of the Way of White. Ha! Disagree with the church? Go on self-discovery journey. Sure. Yeah. It's a neat shield. I like that you can kind of see through it a little bit, like there's actually a big enough crack. And that would be why. Hey, there's our mace. Let's get that on. Let's get on that real quick. Mace is a good weapon. Nice and blunt. Great weapon for folks who want to head to the catacombs immediately. Has a similar animation to the axes, as far as the backstab goes. So, much like the Sorcerer and Pyromancer before this, we have our starting heal miracle on us, but no way to cast it just yet. So let's start swinging. R1, R1. Okay, so the mace is kind of like the battle axe. You get 2 hard swings and then a much more intense overhead. So let's do R1, R2. That's okay. I have a feeling if this is anything like the battle axe, we're going to want to R2 it. R2, R2. Yeah, a little bit better follow through. It's slow, but there is a follow through. Yeah. Oop, didn't let it come back, but we had enough. There we go. All right, 2-handing. R1, R1. Oh, don't have enough for an R2. Alright. R2. R2. Yep, very similar. Very similar motions. It's just more of a, you know, you're bringing it down in a slamming, blunt motion versus a chop chop. I wonder where we can find something that will allow us to cast our miracles. Could it be up these stairs? Canvas talisman. Oh, you're already here. Hi. Alright. Ooh. R2. Yeah, that's one shot. Nice. Okay. We'll put on our canvas talisman. I mean, interesting. So we have just a... Seriously? I didn't hear you coming. Alright. We have just enough faith starting out to even wield our basic canvas talisman. Oh, hi. Thanks for the broken straight sword. Oh, let's drink to be safe. And, alright. You know what? Let's do one of these where we're safe. I'd been thinking I would have had us just do this instead, but I'm not sure how slow we're gonna be, because our dex isn't so high. So let's try doing one of these. Yeah, that takes some time. But, you know, it allows you to get more heals in, essentially, you know, along with your Estus. Alright. Nice starting damage. I wasn't even two-handing. Whew! Oh, broke a pillar! Nope. Ooh, I didn't roll that quite right. Yeah. I should have shielded, but, was not quick enough on the draw. So, definitely more sword and boardy with this character. I'm mostly doing our two swings because they're bigger and better off this mace. Alright. There we go. There we go. And we, managed to, you know, I mean, that didn't take super long. You know, we can do a little heal. Look at that. Free heal. Yeah. We're all good. Usually the heal, as I recall, the heal doesn't do as much as your Estus. But it's a good top-off when you are running around and you want to, you know, save some of those flasks. Some of those drinks. I mean, the drink is not super fast, but it's definitely faster than the heal. You can get knocked out of that for sure, which we totally were doing in our LP to other creatures, knocking them out of their heal animations. I should show you guys what happens when you run out of things. The same sort of thing happens with the Pyromancer and the Sorcerer. You know, you just kind of you kind of look at your staff or look at your hand like, oh, I don't seem to have any more juice left. But it's especially funny with the Cleric because it's like you got a tissue. You're like, tissue? Achoo! Oh, it's so great. This class, you could build towards just like going like really intense, more casting oriented with faith. You could opt to be, you know, a bit of a self-healer. Wow, hello, thank you for the free Estus. Somebody's been kindling. So you could go, you know, really hardcore into the faith and be like, lightning bolts! You could also opt to, you know, just, you know, keep your faith within a certain range so you can get a certain amount of the, you know, lower tier miracles, some of the basic healing ones, and, you know, burly yourself up, you know, be big strength. You could, I mean, like I said, I mean, build however you want. You could do quality, you could do dex if you really wanted to. It's just that you're starting kind of low with dex, if that's something you really want to do. Yeah, so, yeah, you might look at some of the other classes and argue there might be a better way to do faith and dex, but because you started so level 2, there's so much room to build from. I say it's fine. Right now you only have 1 attunement slot though, so you might want to, you know, bump that so you have at least 2. Definitely gonna want to bump that if you want to have more than just your starting healing spell. We have come to the grand finale of these classes. Deprived. Soul level 6, so kind of high. Unclothed Enigma, only armed with a club and an old plank shield. So level 6, so kind of high, but you basically start at 11 for everything. For me, the equivalent of Deprived in some of the other games, I would say is better for getting to build more towards what you want. But, I mean, that's just my own personal, like, how I would do things kind of deal. So you're starting at average for everything. But you are starting as a level 6, so the levels are going to be a little bit pricier. That's the trade-off here. And, okay, so, you know, I've been switching the physique around various random ways on all of these, although for everything else, for all the things on the right-hand side, I've just been going down the list. Okay, this facial preset next, this hairstyle next, this hair color next. But for Deprived, I wanted to just show you the different body types here. So here's average, because you can get a much better look at what your model really looks like. Slim, very slim. Large, you know, I appreciate got a bit of a roll going on. Yeah, there's the roll. It's nice. I appreciate it. It's, you know, doesn't just make you like flat on the sides and bulk you out. It's like, no. Large upper body, large lower body, top heavy, tiny head. Looks especially amusing here. Let's at least go large. Let's go large. Oh my god! So, you look great. Yeah. Drink it all in. Yeah. Yep, we are very, very undead. Pretty fast roll. Got some decent endurance, because remember, everything has been pumped to 11. Oh gosh, you can see your spine. Oh. Plank shield. The plank shield is a staple. Ooh, let's not put that in the wrong hand. Is a staple of this game. 75 physical damage against physical damage, 40 against magic, 20 against fire, no kidding, 55 against lightning, 45 stability, could be worse. Makeshift shield built from wood planks provides minimal protection, but at the cost of moderate humiliation. They're so mean. Don't hit me! No! You didn't run away! Wow, alright, this guy doesn't care this time. For some reason, this guy did not run. Alright, let's get our club on. Wow. We threw him off with our near nakedness. I've never done a Deprived one.
A Deprived one.
I've never done a Deprived run on Dark Souls 1. I've done it on 2 and 3. Actually, my first time through 3, I did the equivalent. Here we go. Here we go. Here we are. R1. R1. R2. Oh. Okay, so we've got like kind of a mace swing on the first 2. Choppy choppy, blunt blunt, smack smack. But then on the R2, we get a jump. And a bit of a follow through. Interesting. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. R1. R1. R2. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see, let's see, let's see. R2. R2. Alright. Two-handing. R1. R1. R2. Okay, so same thing. Figures, because the battle axe and the mace had a similar thing going on. R2. Yeah. R2. Yeah, just gonna get more damage off of it, right? goodness. Oh my gosh, this is great. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so if you wanted to know what we look like under that armor, woof, woof. We are very undead. Come here. Yeah. I wanna... Oh yeah. One hit. Yep. It's no wonder people pick this class. That's just fun. It's like the scimitar. Okay. So, yeah, this is not gonna help us much. So we're just gonna put that on our back. And we're gonna see how we do, because we ain't got no defense! That was an amazing... Was that our highest starting damage? Woo! Yeah. Kind of us doing... Ooh, back it up. One of the fastest melts. One of the fastest melts. Oh man, I would say... Oh gosh, our fastest melts. This, Pyromancer, and... maybe Warrior? I'm already forgetting, even though I recorded all this in a row. Yeah, so that is a fast melt. We are something... yeah, there is nothing to read here, by the way. Your little loincloth set has nothing to say about itself. How the shield is magically staying magneted to our back. Don't ask questions. It's a magnetic bra strap. Alright, so real quick, let's go through the different classes with males selected, because some of the sets are a little different. So here we have Warrior, Knight, those seem to be the same. Wanderer seems the same. Thief is slightly different. It is still like a black leather armor type set, but it's a little bit more like the bandit types you found in the Undead Burg, I would say. Bandit is the same. You still get your shoulders showing, just no puffy sleeves. Hunters, the leather armor. Sorcerers, like the same. The thing around the cloak around the neck might be slightly different, but I think it's the same. Pyromancer is different. The robes are a little shorter. This is Laurentius's outfit, obviously. Very cool. Got some real awesome kicks going on there. I don't think those qualify as actual shoes. Clerics are very similar. The robes are open in the front though to show the pants. And of course, we already looked at Deprived, so you know. And that wraps up the last of the classes in Dark Souls 1. And the character creator, if you stuck with me up to this, all the way to this point, I thank you kindly. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope if you came here looking for information or trying to make up your mind about what class to choose, I hope I helped you in one way or another. I'll be sure to link other videos down below that you might be interested in. And I will see you all again next time. Take care of yourselves.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
That is pretty epic looking.